no matter how many times you explain your brand voice or your process to an AI, the output is never 100% consistent, right? You repeat the same wall of instructions, burn tokens, and every new chat feels like a starting over. Claude Skills fix exactly that. So in this video, I will show you why Claude Skills matter and what they actually are in simple language and how they differ from projects. And I'll walk you through a few concrete examples so you can picture your whole workflows. If you watch this video for the first time, I am June. I am running an AI agency and a SEO agency and multi-SaaS products. And I have my own mission to make every company AI-first company so that small teams can win big teams here. So without further ado, let's dive in. Skills are folders containing instructions, scripts, and resources that Claude discovers and load dynamically only when relevant to a task. So you can think of skills as SOP folders for Claude to run a specific instruction. For example, when we write a content in brand guide, then when Claude thinks our prompt as, oh, this is relevant to writing content, then Claude will load that skill as SOP and use that procedure to follow your instructions. So you don't have to give full context, full prompts all the time. Those prompts will be in the SKILL.md that we're going to share in Anatomy of Skills. The next question is, what are the differences between skills and projects or even MCP or other tools that Claude provides? That was the first question I had when I first encountered skills. And I finally wrapped my head around the differences. So in official Claude flow, they said skills are more procedure knowledge and projects are more background knowledge. Still confusing, right? So the way I'm thinking is procedure knowledge is about how we can write content. For example, and for background knowledge, what to know to write content, write content in specific brand voice. So let's assume you were writing content for a client A, then you will put a lot of information about this client into projects. And you're going to use skills to say, you have to write in this way, in this voice, tone of voice, etc. So that can be how. And the other differences here is, I highlighted here, the skills are dynamically loaded into every conversation. So whenever you talk, Claude will figure out all the available skills and they will load if they are applicable. While all the knowledge in the projects are isolated in this one. In other words, the knowledge in projects are not portable, while this one is portable. So that's why people talk about portable. And also, the other one is people talked about stackable. So stackable meaning is essentially same with portable because it's a portable. So Claude can load multiple skills to do one job, let's say. While in the project, when we are creating another project, we have to move manually all the instructions, also relevant context files into another project. So that is why people call about portable, stackable, and you don't have to think in difficult terms. So next step is to understand the structure of skills. So in official document, it said, if we are uploading as a zip file, we'll have SKILL.md, and under resources, we'll have other information such as scripts, assets, logo, etc. So if I explain it here a little bit here, it has markdown format, SKILL.md, and name, descriptions. This metadata will be used for Claude to scan quickly through without burning all the tokens to see the relevance of skills to your current workflow. And here's overview, and it has, for this one, brand colors, typo, for brand guide. And we'll have different use cases for each skill. So this one, and here it says you can add scripts, you can add resources, and all of this one will learn in the moment. If you're going here, go to settings, and if you're looking, click capabilities, and here we have skills. There are two ways you can upload skills as a zip file, or you can create scripts here by using a skill creator. I have a few skills and I only use the skill creators and it was very effective to create it. Let me show you how I can create Claude Skills with using skill creator. So I have this one. And the name is meeting notes processor. And the description is transforms messy meeting notes into structured action items with owners and deadlines. This one is the metadata. And below is the markdown format and propose here. Convert raw meeting notes into clear, actionable summaries. Identify all decisions made, extract action items with context, and flag deadlines, capture unresolved questions, highlight, and in a table, and here open questions. This is the idea. And what we can do is using skill creator, create a new skills. So skill, it takes a little bit of time, but Claude understands how to structure Claude skills. Here, it creates a relevant script. And here is MD and PY and example lashes. So this is exactly saying you can actually upload skill zip file that you manually created. Here now, it will create preferred skill.md based on our specification. Now creating the skill.md. Isn't it cool? Within a few minutes, we successfully created skills. And here, we can save skills, but on the right side, we can see now the skill.md here, name and descriptions. Extraction process. This is why I call skills as SOP. Identify all decisions made, action items, then determine, then flag deadline, then capture, then highlight. And here also, it follows exactly our instruction to create output format and process guidelines. And here, download all the important things here. What we can do here is we can download skills and also we can save skill. Let's test out our new skills. So I will copy and paste these random meeting notes that I created with Gemini. And here I will say, could you process these meeting notes for me? Then the very first thing that Claude do is reading the meeting note process skill to follow best practices. It scans our skills and now it loads the instruction of skills and using that instructions to complete the workflow items. Your date, key decisions, action items, open questions, and next steps. It's perfect. We literally automate one part of business. We copy and paste the meeting notes and put the prompts in, put the output format, and also like a questions and next steps and ask many times. Now with this simple skill, we just need to copy and paste the meeting notes and say like, could you summarize this one? Could you process our meeting notes? So that is the power of the skills. I will give you another example. I'm not going through this basic brand guidelines, but now let's try another one here. Let's create a skill for LinkedIn to X converter. I am posting on LinkedIn, but I want to repurpose this LinkedIn post for X. I have to put like, could you follow this guideline? Could you give me that output? Could you do that CTA? Could you work on that hook? So why not we're having the skill? So we just need to copy and paste the content we published. This one is LinkedIn to X converter. And I put the description. The idea is transform LinkedIn posting to X threads to preserve the core messages while adapting to X format. Identify the main hook and key messages and determine the length and break down into tweet size, optimize it. And here add strategic link, line breaks, etc. And we can always change to different styles. Let's keep it simple. And let's run it. And so after a few minutes, Claude created these new skills for me. And as I did it previously, I will save skills. And then I'll download it for now here. And if I go to settings again, capability, LinkedIn to X converter. So boom, within a few minutes, we created meeting notes processor skills and LinkedIn to X converter skills. It's time to test again. And this time I'll go to LinkedIn and let me go to my one here. And let's say I like this one. Then I'll come back here. Could you convert this into multiple tweets for me? The previously contact was not enough. So what it does is basically it generates robotic and unexpected outcome. Right now with this simple prompt, we're creating tweet 1, tweet 2, multiple tweets based on this one. That's again the power of Claude Skills. In this video, I shared what is skills and what are the differences between projects and skills and the structure of skills and how you can create skills with skill creators. Always think in SOP so that you can automate as much as possible for your time and resources. And as a final note, I want to talk about these concepts, MCP, projects, skills, or sub-agents, even Claude Code. Well, they're not separate tools. It will go under one umbrella, and I will talk about in the next video.